Hey guys, welcome to our channel. Uh, Now I want to address something, and because we got a comment this morning, and I'm glad we got the comment because the oh, I had the name in my head a second ago. I wonder if I can get to it at all. The Kelvington had left a lengthy comment, and uh, I believe he misunderstood what I was saying. I understand that there's a difference between proof and evidence, and I demonstrated that in the video. And he left a very intelligent comment. And from some perspectives, um, he basically said that in science there is no proof, only evidence. You can only prove the only thing proof exists in is mathematics and something else. If I can, ma- uh, mathematics and logic. Mathematics and logic. Okay, fair enough. So, and by the way, we got a little bit to get to in this video because I want to cover a few things. But, um, and I thought that was interesting. And he had said to stick to the changes and stuff we could provide evidence for because we can't prove anything. And basically, he didn't say we can't prove anything, but he said we can't prove anything scientific, only mathematical. And I would agree to that point. I mean, he's got a really good point. Anything scientific is just a theory. I don't know that anything's been proven. Maybe the law of conservation of energy, um, the laws of physics, which change. But then you got quantum physics, right? So I found that to be interesting because there are a lot of people out there that do a lot of good residue hunting. All right. People that are probably better at it than me. I know they would be. Of course, they've been doing it for a long time. A lot of money bags would be one of those among many that do that, and they provide some compelling evidence. Um, is it proof that something changed? Nope, not proof. Good evidence. It could always be argued that somebody miswrote the ad, something, this, that, and the other. Even Shazam, they claim, well, even the people that remember the movie, of those, some people claim they just buried it because it was a bad movie. Well, I found it interesting because you can prove mathematics, and a pattern is a mathematical concept. So we can prove a pattern between these alleged changes. Now, there ain't a whole lot of people that can prove anything as far as the Mandela effect goes. Can we prove the changes? No. Provide evidence for them? Sure. Proof? Nope. I think he makes a really good point. The changes will be almost impossible to prove. You can provide evidence, but we can prove a pattern and provide evidence for the quantum computer theory on some of the changes. So I found that to be an interesting comment. I wanted to address it, and I think we did. So now moving on, we have we're doing Soft&Dri, and we had dry to dry, Y to I, cross off the DR, and you got YI, and we brought the numerological numbers 7, 9 down off our chart, and you can find it online, the numerological chart. And so we've already got the letters to go in all of our categories. We already got the numbers to go in all of our categories, and now we're running them against the research groups that we found in the people of interest that we found in the letters. Okay, now this is really interesting, guys, because I've been looking at Yi Li PhD, right? And what a twist this took. Because now we did list another potential quantum computer user, and we put them on our list. but it wasn't Yi Li, PhD. Not who I thought. But I still think she's important. I got my eyes on this one, and I'll explain. So 79 going forward against Yi Li, PhD, Jackson Laboratory comes up with nothing. Goes back to her. You get some Jackson Laboratory curriculum, but nothing directly to Yi Li, PhD at Jackson Laboratory. And if you run that backwards, 9-7 against Yi Li, PhD, Jackson Laboratory, you get 1997 to 2000. She specialized in computational science and computer learning or machine learning. And that just stood out to me like a beacon. Wow, that came up, and that was the only link to her. Now, my fiance kind of gave a spoiler on that and by the way, let me pause right there. That gets you through forwards and backwards against Yi Li, PhD, and we're going to go on, but I'd like to thank my fiance too, also, because she was a big part of that proof. And after analyzing that comment and thinking about it, like, yeah, we're not a very big channel, no, but we are among probably a few people that have actual proof of something as related to the Mandela effect. And you can prove a mathematical concept. A pattern is a mathematical concept, and we proved the pattern. So good job, baby. And thank you very much, and I love you. All right, so now we're gonna we're gonna move on, and 79 against Yi Gu W Washington State University goes right back to an email address for him at Washington State University, and coming back 9-7 goes right back to him. All right, I'll provide the searches. So yeah, the numbers go right back to this guy. So Yi Lu at Illinois University, 79 against him, check. It goes right back to him. I forget how. Same thing coming back, 9-7. Yi Lu, Illinois University, check. Comes right back to him. Yi at Indiana University, nothing comes back to him. You do have Hong Yi at Indiana University, or Indiana. Yeah, this is Indiana U, but nothing to Yi, and also nothing to Yi coming back with 9-7. You do get Indiana University libraries. Now, then you go run 79 going forward against Zhu Yi at the University of Virginia. You get nothing. Coming back 9-7 against the Zhu Yi University of Virginia, you get nothing. And this guy is who we have put as the potential quantum computer user. Reason? Nothing came back to him, and he is in computational engineering and professor of physics at University of Virginia. So he is into computational engineering and professor of physics. And the numbers didn't go back to him, and he was in the search. Now, the numbers did not go back to Yi either, but as far as being comfortable putting on the list between the two, you guys, Mr. Computer Engineering and Professor of Physics, and we got that out of Soft&Dri. And the whole pattern is, and we said we were going to do this without our binary code now, right? And then people can take the binary for what it is, so, or what they want to. So, there you have it. Big surprise to us, to me, and I'm sure my fiance will be surprised. Zhu Yi, computer engineering and professor of physics at Virginia University. He also would have the knowledge, and maybe there's a connection between him and Yi Li, PhD at Jackson Laboratory. Maybe that's the whole thing. Could we prove it? No. But it fits the pattern, guys. And there you have it. Looks a whole lot like Soft&Dri, changed because of Zhu Yi, computer engineering professor of physics at University of Virginia. And we will still run our binary code, which is going to be 00, and we'll see what happens with that. And then we will run the regular binary code for yi with this still. But we said we will call, if we're going to call anybody we think might be using a quantum computer, we will call it before we hit the binary code from now on. And we have. This fella fits it right to the T. Now this Yi, maybe, but I wasn't comfortable throwing him on the list because he doesn't have anything to do with computers. He's chemical engineering and stuff. Could he access a quantum computer? Certainly. Certainly. Of course he could. Perhaps even Zhu Yi's quantum computer, for all I know. And maybe Yi Li PhD is connected right in there. That would be my guess. Computational science and computer learning, or machine learning. So, yeah, she's a good candidate to be right in there as well. Hold on, guys, 1 second. I usually don't do this. Apologize for that. It seems I'm doing it more and more, but I get through some of these, and then someone comes in or knocks, and then it's like, I don't want to start over. So, and then the other thing I wanted to mention was thinking about going back through Two Princes and doing running the numbers against this this fella, this Zhu Yi, and also Yi Li PhD at the very least, because they're my two suspects. They're the ones that deal in computers, and yeah, for everything we found in that last decode, we did not list a potential quantum computer user. We mentioned that they all could be using one, but nothing stood out at that point since the numbers went back to none of them in none of the research groups that we found in the letters. Then I couldn't really pinpoint one beyond YSI was throughout the search, and the others weren't. But what about this Zhu Yi fella and this Yi Li gal? They're pretty interesting to me, and they are in that decode. We just didn't run them together. So that'll be coming as well, and then we'll try to get on to other stuff to keep proving our pattern. Proving the pattern, I should say, not our pattern. It's not our pattern, or I would have named Yi Li PhD our quantum computer user. But at the end of the day, the pattern pointed to this other guy. But we still got our eye on Yi Li for these decodes. And so, and it's definitely is a different path. It's a different path through the changes, for sure. What we're doing may not be that well received. My hope is that someday somebody with more either computer knowledge than myself or more scientific knowledge than myself would pick it up and be able to draw more connections than we were able to draw. Not that we're not drawing our share, but that might happen after I'm perceived dead here. So yeah, that's usually how that stuff works. So that's going to be it for now, guys. Thanks for all your thumbs up, thumbs down. Thanks for your comments, leads, feedback, and subscriptions. And thanks for all your input. And thanks a lot for watching, guys. And for now, you guys have a great rest of your day.